Yo, what's happening? So I wanted to make this video because something hit me this morning and I feel like I needed to say something. So I look at social media a lot and I realize the ongoing narrative is that a lot of people are not enjoying themselves when it comes to life. And I want to be a beacon of something different. So what I have to say to you today is life is cool. It is absolutely amazing the things that us as individuals can accomplish. And if you didn't know it or not, life is not meant to be lived linearly, if that's even a word. Life is absolutely dynamic. There are ups and downs and turnarounds and spins and flips and all kinds of stuff. And I think that we end up taking the life out of life by living it in a straight line. So the reason why I just wanted to say that is because, like I think that we need, like, in 2025, we need something different. We need uplifting. We need to know that even in the most uncertain times as we live in right now, that life can still be great. And I do a lot of thinking in the morning, mainly because it's before this early in the morning is the time that you have to yourself before the world gets a hold of you. So I might have mentioned in one of my other videos about, like, part of my morning routine. So I get up every single day at around like 4 o'clock in the morning. And the first thing that I do is I like to go and I go outside and I go for a walk. And on this walk, I do several things. I show my appreciation for the day that I have before me. Because, when we open our eyes, it's a brand new day. That means you got a whole, whatever, 8 hours of sleep. And you survived and you woke up this morning and you have the opportunity to do something that you didn't do the day before. You have the opportunity to get closer to a dream that you were chasing the day before. And I like to take this time to myself, mainly because, when everyone's up and about, like regular business hours, 8 to 5, you get automatically get slapped with a label. You turn into husband, you turn into dad, you turn into whatever your job is. You have that title. You have all these different things that you have to turn into, and you are no longer what you started off the day as. So I take this time, usually every day, to affirm to myself that I'm me first. And I always laugh, like, because I always think about a saying that my dad used to say, or he still says it: "I'm gonna take mine off the top," and that has to do with life too, because before the world wakes up, this is the only time that you have to actually get to know yourself, to know who you are in this whole big world of ours. So what I do is I go and I take a walk and I talk to whoever's up there. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not getting into, like, beliefs or, your your religion or anything like that, but I talk. It's the only time that I can talk and it doesn't have something infused in it that I have to make a decision or I have to do anything crazy. It's me. It's me getting to know me. And I think that this is a very important thing that we should all start practicing, because I think the reason why a lot of people are just sad these days is just because we don't know who we are, because everybody's trying to tell you what you are. Everybody's trying to program you into what you should be. And there's never really a time to, take the time to, like, figure out, like, what's in here, like, in your soul, in your heart. And this time is so important for me because I like to, like, I like to reaffirm who I am. And then if there's something wrong, I like to try to, get an idea on how to fix that. And I also realize, like, how special, being a human is. Like, I heard somebody say this, like, a dog can only be a dog A lion can only be a lion. Like, think about that. We have the ability to become whatever we want to be at a moment's notice. We don't have to tell anybody. We can just be. And I think that is like the absolute coolest thing ever. The fact that you can actually take something in the moment and change it into something completely different by simply using different words, or simply thinking about something before you do it and doing it just a little bit differently. The outcome is going to be different. The ripple effect of it is going to be different. And I think we need to start thinking at the most basic level of the power that we have to make a change in anything that we do. And I, I'm tired of the negativity that I see all over the internet. Like, it saddens me to the craziest degree about how nobody is having fun. And, sometimes I just stay silent because I'm having an absolute blast living life. No matter what I do, no matter what I'm going through, I love life because I know that in a moment's notice, it can be taken from you. And then after something's taken from you, then you're going to be thinking about the good old days. Like, the good old days, that's today. The good day is today. You have to start treating today like the good day. Like, we don't know how many of these that we actually are going to get. Like, think about it, man. Like, when we leave our house, we are not guaranteed to come back. And the only thing that you were thinking about today, like, I got to go to work again. God, no, man. And so it's stuff like that. It just, these days are, the thing is, life is not guaranteed. Things are getting crazier than ever. And we have to, we are challenged with the task of like finding out who we are in this mess of ours. But the thing about it is that it's fun, man. Like, to be able to know that you can manipulate space and time to be something completely different with a simple effort. So the reason why, I mean, the main reason why I want to do this is just because, like, I need you to know that in 2025 and for the rest of your life, you need to know how special you are. Not just special in you're one of one, but you're special in that your abilities are, like, what you can do in this world is undiscovered and it's limitless. And everyone needs to know that, like, you are not stuck. Wherever you think you are, you aren't stuck. Think about it. Put your hand in front of you. Put your hand over here. Put your hand over here. Put your hand behind you. Can you do that? You ain't stuck. You're sad, maybe. Depressed, maybe. A fleeting feeling, a fleeting emotion, but you're not stuck. When I think of stuck, I think about Spider-Man throwing some web on me and hanging me upside down, and then I can't move. That's stuck. I can't do nothing. I'm not stuck right now. My mind is in a certain situation, but come on, man. Like, think about it. We are not stuck. We have the ability to make so many waves and so many ripples in no matter what we do in life. Like, come on. Like, life is so dope. And you got to start living it that way. So I just wanted to take this moment in time to say that in order to not feel stuck, if that's what you want to call it, the first thing you have to do is take time for yourself to find out who you are. And most of the time, it's going to be either before everyone else gets up or after everyone else goes to bed. But the thing is, you have to take that time because the world immediately labels you as soon as somebody, as soon as you get seen by somebody else, you're going to get a label. And that means you have to assume that label and the responsibilities of that label. So I take my time in the morning. I'll take mine right off the top. Before the world wakes up, I'm saying, my name is Barry, and this is me. And one of the coolest things that, like, I like to say things that affirm who I am and affirm that what my capabilities are in life. And it's a discovery because I still don't know what I am yet. So there is this affirmation by Nikola Tesla, and I hope I don't mess it up, but I like to say this. I've started saying this for maybe about a month now, and I'm not sure if it does anything, but it feels cool to say. So it goes like this: I'm one with the source. The source is like whoever you want it to be. Like it's God, it's out, all the stuff out here. Like you don't have to give it a label. The universe flows through me. So everything that's all around us, it's the universe. We're part of that. All that I need is already mine. Because if you think about it, like I was saying, like we are dynamic creatures, man. Like you have thoughts like no other person in the world. Whatever you need, whatever you're looking for is already in here. You just got to sit down long enough to find it. So I'm one with the source. The universe flows through me. All that I need is already mine. Say something like that. You don't even have to say that. Just know that you have the ability to make a change at any moment in time. And there's nothing that anyone can do to stop you. And one little key thing here is if you're planning on making a change, you don't have to broadcast it to the world. It's yours. You don't need affirmation from another outside individual if you want to make a change in your personal life. You're not supposed to because they're not living your life. You're living your life. Confirm it with yourself, affirm it with yourself. Whatever you're going to do, go out and do it. And then when the smoke clears and months later, and you said to yourself that you were going to do this thing, you do it. This is how you find out who you are. That's all I have for today. Just take some time for yourself. Know that life is not doom and gloom. Life is dope, man. Life is amazing. And you have to start treating it that way because we don't know when our time is done. And you don't want to be taking that negative attitude into a fresh day. Refresh it, make it great, do whatever you can do to find you. That's all I got for you today. Peace.